Hi guys, this is Kunwar Amar and you're watching me on ETimes TV. Tapish's character is all about winning hearts, whether it's anybody. So he really wants to win Vanraj's heart and want him to accept him as a son and not as a threat that he's gonna take away my grandchild. The atmosphere is such that you can discuss and you can talk and you can come to a conclusion and solution, and that's why when it come out on screen it looks better.
So Anupama में आजकल सबसे बड़ा question यही है that will Dimpy and T2 marry? So let us talk to the adorable Tapish, aka Kunwar Amar. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
So welcome to ETimes of India.
Thank you.
So talking about your journey with Anupama, tell me how has it been after the leap?
Oh, after the leap, it has been interesting, to be very honest. Because when I started, the character was completely different, and now it's completely different, right? And the whole story has completely changed because Anupama has gone to US. We are left here. There's so many things that happen in the show, so a lot has changed, but it started to get interesting again and again because I had to fight solo, like Tapish had to fight solo with Vanraj to reach to Dimpy, and you know, also make Dimpy understand and realize that she also deserved to live and she is in love with him, but she's just scared. पहले क्या था, when I was there and Anupama was there in at one place, so Anupama was the shield. Correct. You know, she was the one to, you know, take the charge and guide and everything. But now it was him against Vanraj.
So I think Tapish has grown from fear of Vanraj to I will handle him phase.
Yeah.
You know, when we see you initially, fans were not really, you know, they were still deciding on whether Tapish will be the replacement of someone.
Yeah.
How did you deal with that? Because I'm sure उस time पे बहुत mixed reactions आए होंगे.
So see, before I entered the show, I already knew that when you enter a show which is established, a show where you have a couple already, and you are going to not replace, but one character has ended because Summer died in the show, right? So I might get a lot of mixed reaction. Maybe people will not accept the character really well, but I don't know. With God's grace, touch wood, I don't think I have received anything negative because when he entered, his whole focus was not Dimpy's life. He was more about Anupama because he was a dancer and Anupama was a great dancer in the show. When Tapish entered the show, of course he met Dimpy first because the whole episode was where he's performing and she comes in. But it wasn't about that he's directly in love with this girl or his whole focus is this girl. He was just like a young guy, you know, having this banters with this character, and when he goes to look for her and he sees Anupama, that is the time he realized, oh my God, because Anupama, he believes that she's, you know, one of the biggest dancer in India, and he worship her. So the connection started from Anupama and Tapish, and slowly it started turning into interest toward Dimpy, but it was very hate and love kind of bond where they are like just fighting and then being nice and fighting and being nice. So touchwood, I did not receive anything negative from that space, and I was still ready for it, to be very honest, because I know wo hota hi hai. This is how the pattern is. People don't accept suddenly because they have their favorites, but touchwood, it did not happen, and the way people are loving it now, that is more and more special.
Now it's been a buzz because हर किसी को जानना है कि will Tapish marry Dimpy क्योंकि बीच में I think Pakhi was so excited and she wanted to marry you because you had that stardom.
Yeah.
So now, you know, it has built a curiosity for every fan, and I even asked Nishi. She was like, करना तो चाहिए शादी. He's a nice guy. So tell me about it.
Oh, Nishi said that?
Yeah.
Oh. So see, obviously, in current scenario, Tapish is all about Dimpy. He is in love with her, he is living for her, and his biggest dream is to get her into his life and also give her a lot of happiness. So for Tapish, it's very, very important to see Dimpy happy, see her comfortable, see her that she's been loved and taken care. Or that's why he really wants, and he had expressed to everybody, whether it's Vanraj or Dimpy or everybody, he is very clear that I want to marry this girl. And in recent episode, if you have seen, people have seen it, that Dimpy has expressed and accepted the feeling because she has, let's say personally, in दोनों ने engagement कर ली. They are engaged with each other. They have shared ring. In the recent episode, which is just telecasted, in the Holi, he goes there to put gulal on Dimpy, and suddenly उसकी मांग भर जाती है. So for them, it is getting intense, and she's also taking a step that I want to be in your life, but she cannot cross the boundaries, and that is what Tapish love about Dimpy. That no matter what, she will never cross a boundary. She will never go against the family. She will never try to become selfish in a way that I don't care about the world. I want this guy. She will always be with the family, and that will be her priority. And that is why he keeps on falling more and more in love. And he's a guy who never wants to, take her and just run away from the home and get married. He doesn't want that. He wants to win hearts. Tapish's character is all about winning hearts, whether it's anybody. So he really wants to win Vanraj's heart and want him to accept him as a son and not as a threat that he's going to take away my grandchild.
Right.
And that is where I think Vanraj still needs to understand that what is the thought process of Tapish, what he wants, because he's also ready to become a Ghar Jamai. He is okay with it. That much love he is in with Dimpy. So yeah, it's going interesting, and now as we all are in US, so there's more drama coming in.
That's been the biggest curiosity. How did the Shah Parivar reach US? So it started off with Vanraj and Ba, and now like the whole family is there.
Yes.
Tapish is there. Tapish is meeting Anupamaa after
Yes.
so long. So how has that been?
Oh, that has been amazing. Tapish, as I said from the beginning of the show, Tapish, the strongest bond was Anupamaa. And Anupamaa also felt a lot of love towards him, because when she lost Summer and she was feeling that empty space, and when this guy enters, she literally felt like, oh wow, I might get a son back, and that is the love and bond these guys have in between. So it was wonderful for Tapish to meet her, and वहाँ पे dance भी करवाया उसको. And Vanraj is of course surprised, but the good thing for Tapish is that slowly half of the Shah family is in favor of Tapish, and they are trying to talk to Vanraj that what, he's a nice guy, and now after 5 years he's grown up, he's a celebrity, he got money, he got fame, he got name. Now what is the problem?
Yeah, and he's ready to grow the Shah family.
Yeah. So, but Vanraj is Vanraj. Of course, he got his own insecurity as a grandfather, because he believes that his only nishani of his son is Ansh, and he can't let that go. And that's an emotional position that he's standing in. That's why he is right in his thoughts.
Correct.
Because he believes this is the only thing I have. My son is gone. Right? I can't let this thing go. So he's right at his spot, but the problem is he's not able to communicate. He's not able to understand what Tapish wants and how he can literally not take Ansh away, but rather he will also be there to fulfill Summer's spot. So good. And Babuji now is with me, and hum log ka, on set also we chill a lot. Babuji and me. He's a sweetheart. Oh my God, he brings thepla for me from home, and his wife cooks it. And I don't know how it happened and why this bond was there and why I was receiving so much love, but touch wood, I'm very happy. But there was such a beautiful bond that I'm creating with all the artists. And I think this is what Tapish also wants in the show, to have this kind of bond and love from everyone.
That's so good, yeah. And अब तो as the new cast has come, एक नया dynamic बन रहा है. आप सबके बीच में there's this new chemistry that is getting added. So be it you with Chamni, be it you soon with obviously Adya and everyone. So how has that been? How are you enjoying this new change in the show?
Personally, so I'm very clear that when I'm on the set, I need to be happy and I need to make my whole atmosphere happy. Everyone around me, whether it's a spot guy, light guy, you know, whether it's my director, whether it's my AD, whoever is there, everyone needs to be like chilling on the set. It shouldn't be like, "Arey actor aa gaya, arey ye karna, arey." No, I really love to create that space where everyone is just having fun, you know, and the work becomes fun. And at that point, I realize there are times when we have a discussion that, oh, this is not working, or the director have a different thought and I have a different thought. But because the atmosphere is such that you can discuss and you can talk and you can come to a conclusion and solution, and that's why when it come out on screen, it looks better. You know, I have received this compliment from people, and which was the great thing for me as an actor and for Tapish, that everyone said that you brought a freshness to the story. When we see you, there's a fresh element that comes in, and it's so light. It is not intense. It is not, you know, again, a lot of drama. Although there is drama, but the way it's been played, it looks like something fresh is happening.
Right.
You know, and that is what is great for me, because I'm loving it. That whatever I'm doing, people are enjoying it.
So, you know, while you're performing dance sequences, to be very honest, आपके अंदर का dancer बाहर आ जाता है, and then you have to mellow it down.
If I'm dancing solo, I don't have to. But if I'm dancing with around, then I have to, because of course I can understand that I have been a professional dancer. So you know, it's the first instinct that, you know, it will come out. And but when you dance as a couple, when you dance as a group, you need to look like one.
Correct.
Right? So you might have to mellow it down, and which is okay, because you want the whole performance to look great, and not like one person is outshining everyone. Because I don't believe in that. I believe if there is a group act, if there is a duet act, you need to look like one, and rather than just me trying to show off that what a good dancer I am. So I mellow it down, and I'm totally okay with it.
Any message for the fans?
To the fans, I just want to say, first of all, thank you for all the love. I think there are very few and fortunate people jinki audience rukti hai, even if they are not working at that period, you know. Or meri audience ruki hai. They've always been there. The fan pages have always been there. They have kept trying, kept asking, kept posting, kept us alive. So I'm grateful to have each one of you in my life. And as I always say, this is just the beginning. You wait and watch, and you'll feel so proud that you were there and you were waiting and you believed in this guy who's going to deliver more and more love to you.